is going to give us, lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic which stands one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Do we have roll call, please?
Student trustee Migliaccio. Student trustee Malik.
Yes.
Trustee Withrow. Trustee Gonzalez Ewan.
Right here.
Trustee Napoli Bellarice. Trustee Delphine Polk.
Here.
Trustee Johannes. Absent. Trustee Gonzalez Brito.
Here.
Trustee Quinlan.
Here.
You have a quorum.
Thank you. Trustee Napoli Bellarice is going to read us a statement of cooperation.
The Peralta Community College District Board of Trustees is committed to our effectiveness as a board. Through an annual self-evaluation and the establishment of meaningful goals, we dedicate ourselves to functioning as a high-performing team on behalf of the people we represent and helping students reach their educational goals. We therefore commit to honoring and upholding these commitments. The full statement of cooperation is attached to the agenda, but in summary, we commit to three things: build trust and seek to understand each other, be prepared and follow good governance and ethical protocols, and model the behavior we want others to exhibit.
Thank you. We have a report of action items taken in closed session.
There's no report at this time.
Can I get a motion to approve the agenda?
Move approval.
Second.
Okay, thank you. The motion was made by Trustee Delphine Polk, and second was made by
Right here.
Trustee Gonzalez Ewan. Yeah. Yes.
Student trustee Malik.
Yes.
Student trustee Migliaccio. Trustee Withrow.
Yes.
Trustee Gonzalez Ewan.
Yes.
Trustee Napoli Bellarice.
Yes.
Trustee Delphine Polk.
Yes.
Trustee Gonzalez Brito.
Yes.
Trustee Quinlan.
Yes.
Motion passes.
Thank you. And we get a motion to approve the minutes.
So moved.
Second.
Motion was made by Trustee Withrow and Napoli Bellarice. Second.
Student trustee Malik.
Yes.
Student trustee Migliaccio. Trustee Withrow.
Yes.
Trustee Gonzalez Ewan.
Yes.
Trustee Napoli Bellarice.
Yes.
Trustee Delphine Polk.
Yes.
Trustee Gonzalez Brito.
Yes.
Trustee Quinlan.
Yes.
Motion passes.
Do we have a report from the Associated Student Government?
Now it's on. Good evening, Mr. President and members of the board. My name is Samuel Reingat. Honored to serve, and I serve as the president of the Associated Students of the College of Alameda, or ASCOA. I am honored to present tonight's report on behalf of our student body. Under ASCOA operations, Senator Giselle Ramos was formally confirmed as secretary by the Senate on March 13th. Filling the vacant position, Senator Angel Reyes was sworn in as a new senator, bringing the council to 12 active members. ASCOA approved a fully digital club chartering form and finalized a revised club chartering packet, streamlining the process for students who wish to start new clubs. The council also approved disability accommodation provisions for club chartering to support students with disabilities in starting or joining clubs. The Math Club Constitution was reviewed and unanimously approved on March 13th, officially chartering the club at College of Alameda, bringing our total up to 7. President Reingat, myself, appointed Perry Green, a student, to the the COA Health and Safety Committee. ASCOA unanimously endorsed the Peralta Community College District Parcel Tax Ballot measure at the request of student trustee Leo Migliaccio. The ASCOA elections were held on April 7th through 8th in accordance with AP 5410. Election results are pending official announcement. Have they been announced yet? No. Official announcement with certification to follow per the established timeline. Dean John Nguyen continues to serve as interim ACOA advisor. The college is working towards appointing a director of student activities and campus life. Under student government advocacy and participation, ASCOA attended the SSCCC General Assembly held March 27th through 29th in San Francisco. Communications Officer Julie Deep served as the primary SSCCC delegate, with myself as the secondary one. ASCOA engaged in thoughtful debate with student leaders all over the state and represented COA in a collegiate and respectful manner. ASCOA council members delivered a leadership workshop for STEM students hosted by the MESA program on April 8th through 9th. The event was well received by students and faculty. Participating members included Vice President of Operations Ann Gormley, and President Rangout, myself. Senate members continued to participate in shared governance across the college and district standing committees. Under ASCOA sponsored events and initiatives, ASCOA unanimously approved participation in a graduation carnival on May 1st, 2026, in collaboration with EOPS. The event may feature carnival performers, ice cream, a raffle, an ASCOA table, and a petting booth. Previously proposed World Dance Festival co-sponsorship with the dance department has been incorporated into this event. The ASCOA conference room furniture redesign is moving forward. Treasurer Perez obtained a quote from Blaisdells. A motion to approve the furniture quote was passed at the April 10 meeting. ASCOA co-signed an initiative with EOPS Co-opt Club to build a small free library on the College of Alameda campus and is pending approval of a $500 budget for the project and further coordination with college staff for installation. ASCOA will participate in a leadership panel for Foster Awareness Month hosted by EOPS on May 14th, 2026 from 12 to 1 p.m. Treasurer Rosa Perez continues to plan the graduation cap decoration event for COA's upcoming graduates. Materials have been acquired and volunteer recruitment is underway. Senator Elizabeth Hill continues to pursue community volunteer opportunities for the council. Senator Nancy Dorsch reported that an Asian Pacific Islander Heritage Month celebration will begin at COA on April 23rd. The Student Art Subcommittee, chaired by Vice President Gormley and Senator Hill, continues to work selecting student-created artwork for decorations in the ASCOA conference room. That is my report.
Thank you.
Hello, everyone, and Board of Trustees. My name is Davina Malbro. Of course, I have the pleasure of serving Merritt College as the student body president. I have been the student body president for the last year and a half, but been involved with student body government for the last 2 years since I've been within Peralta. So I'm just super excited to be here. This is going to be probably like one of my last board meetings because I will be succeeding. I will be graduating on May 20th at Merritt. So super excited. Also May 16th because that's Black graduation. And then super excited for what is to come for Merritt College and student body government. So I do have some things to report. On May 6th, every year, first and foremost, every year, Merritt College student body government hosts a scholarship event where we recognize all students who have received a scholarship within Peralta and the scholarships that we give out. Last year was the first time that ASMC was able to give away $10,000 in scholarships. This year, we will also be giving away $10,000 in scholarships. I think our scholarship closed tomorrow, if I'm not mistaken, at 11:59 for the students. And we will be having a gala on May 6th from 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. So if anyone can come out and support, our tickets cost $50. Maybe even support a student by purchasing a ticket. Super excited about the gala, super excited to extend the efforts for students to be recognized about the things that they have accomplished here within Peralta. Also, we have a few other fundraising opportunities to be involved in. We also are raffling off a 65-inch TV All of the proceeds will go back into ASMC. Of course, we spend all of our money to make sure that students have a great time throughout the year with student body government. We also have another raffle for a Nintendo Switch, and both of those raffles both cost $5 a piece. You can find any other information on our Instagram. That's right. There we go. For election results, they are pending, so please review them on our website via Merritt College. And then also, I'm not sure if everybody knows, but because I've been super involved with student body government and advocating for students, I also got involved with SSCCC, which is the Student Senate for California Community Colleges. I've been involved with them for the last year as the Regional Affairs Director, representing over 14 colleges and like 300,000 students. And I ended up running for president for Student Senate for California Community Colleges. I was elected as the president for California Community Colleges. Super excited to have pursued my journey within Peralta and be able to go serve 2.2 million students. That's super awesome. And just knowing that I completed this journey in the last 2 years, some students can't do those things. So just being grateful that I've had support and grace within this journey. And thank you. That's concluding my report.
Thank you. We have a report from the other student.
For ASLC. I am Christina Hussel. I am the vice president of ASLC. I have a quick and short report. Basically, ASLC has been working really hard with looking over the tower relocation plans and working with Becky Apsada along with the Basic Needs Center and Mental Health Services and trying to ensure that many of the spaces in the new relocation plans get equal representation and a good space. And we have successfully ensured that the basic needs was getting a good office along with the prayer room being in a new and improved space as well, enclosed that is perfect for of all religious types. For example, some in certain religious religions, women cannot be seen praying. And so we have a new insured space that can have it closed off, and it's even bigger than the current space right now. And that was kind of our main goal for the past several weeks of ensuring these relocation plans are good and everybody can feel comfortable. And that's my report.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Report of the Peralta Classified Senate.
Good evening, everyone, Board of Trustees, administrators, Chancellor Gilkerson, district leadership, and all of my colleagues and people. We have two side reports coming from College of Alameda and the District Center. First, starting with College of Alameda, a de-escalation training session was held at the College of Alameda, made possible through the collaboration between the Office of the Vice President of Student Services and the Office of Community Safety, led by Executive Director Abdul Pridgen. The session was well attended and proved especially valuable for classified professionals who often navigate challenging student interactions within student services. A campus-wide convening was hosted at the College of Alameda to share key updates from both the college and the district. Highlights included transformation initiatives and an overview of the Student Center Funding Formula, or as we refer to the SCIF. Special thanks to the President's Office and the Academic Senate for their partnership in keeping our community informed about these important developments. We would like to extend our appreciation to the President's Office for its continued support of classified employees' professional development. One of our classified Senate representatives attended the State of the City address gaining insights into current city priorities and upcoming initiatives that may impact our campus and community. The District Service Center Classified Senate held its DSC Mid-Flex Day on April the 2nd from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. Classified professionals participated in the following breakout sessions offered: payments and reconciliations made easy, as facilitated by Richard Ferreira; community safety at Peralta, what's changing and how you're a part of it, facilitated by Executive Director Abdul Pridgen; and board docs, contracts, and travel demystified, facilitated by Sasha Miri and Marla Williams-Powell. We would like to thank our DSC Classified Professional Development Committee and especially our PD Committee Lead Chair, Marshnil Chandra, for her exceptional work, collaboration, and efforts. We would also like to acknowledge and thank our breakout session facilitators, Richard Ferreira, Abdul Pridgen, Sasha Amiri, and Marla Williams-Powell, for taking the time to lead our sessions and providing DSC classified professionals with valuable and insightful information and training. Finally, we would like to thank and acknowledge all DSC classified that participated to make our Mid-Flex Day engaging and successful. Thank you.
Thank you. We have District Academic Senate report.
Thank you. Good evening, Board of Trustees, Chancellor, District and College administrators, and members of our academic community. My name is Leslie Blakey, and I am the District Academic Senate President. The DAS had a contingent of folks who attended spring plenary this past week. The members of the delegation for District Academic Senate was myself from BCC, Senate President Matt Freeman and Senate VP Fatima Shah; from COA, Cynthia Harrow and Yolani Sodi-Garban; from Laney Senate, President Eleni Gastus, Senate VP Bill Trago, Articulation Officer Ivy Tran, who was awarded an ASCCC scholarship to attend, and Merritt was represented by Adoria Williams during voting on resolutions on the Saturday. Speaking of resolutions, our own Eleni Gastus wrote a resolution that was passed unanimously, Resolution 104.03, titled Affirming the Integral Role of Journalism Programs in the California Community Colleges, with the resolves as follows. Resolved that the Academic Senate for California Community Colleges affirm that the protections of the First Amendment are central to the educational mission of community colleges, enabling open inquiry, robust information exchange, and work-based learning experiences that cultivate informed participation in a democratic society. And resolved that the Academic Senate for California Community Colleges affirm the value of the role of our system's journalism programs and bring awareness through the development of resources to the field on how student-run publications uphold the First Amendment as an integral part of work-based learning, information sharing, and democracy. Completing a year of ASCCC statewide service, Yolani Sodi-Garban, who is a curriculum specialist at Laney, as well as an adjunct professor of anthropology at COA, is the co-chair of the Asian Pacific Islander Caucus. Monica Ambalal and myself have both served on the CTE Leadership Committee. As members of this committee, Monica and I worked on a resource paper for CTE folks with other members of the committee, and I have been able to present at fall plenary, write an article to be published in the rostrum this spring, and this upcoming Saturday, I will be presenting at a CTE regional event in Redwood City. In other news, watching the Artemis mission, I was struck by how far-ranging the impact is of this mission and how many areas of what we faculty teach were represented. If we think of it, history making for a return to the moon and a recall of the Apollo missions in the 60s and 70s. Although listening to the newscasters describing the need for heat shields, I kept thinking, didn't these folks watch Apollo 13? And maybe it's time for re-release on a streaming service. But it's amazing, right? That's within many of our lifetimes. It's pretty exciting. In addition to history, we have the importance of English and the classics, naming the mission after Artemis, goddess of the moon.
studying social science and cultural change. When the Apollo missions were happening, women could not get a credit card on their own. Now they are flying to the moon and leading the Mission Control Center. What? Embracing diversity, an international crew of Canadian Americans, Black and white, male and female, were in that capsule. STEM, science, technology, engineering, and mathematics, displaying the need for rigor, accuracy, and advanced education to accomplish amazing things. The arts, visual art mediums, as well as poetry to help us express our feelings as we watch the mission and see those photos from space. Community, the sense of community from folks sharing their experiences and feelings during and about watching the Artemis mission. So I can think of no better example of the importance of the work we do here in Peralta and how all members of our community and the wide range of subjects taught contribute to Peralta's mission of passion, purpose, and possibility. I want to close with a quote from the brilliant Black female mathematician, Katherine Johnson, who worked at NASA for 33 years. She said, "I like to learn. That's an art and a science. Take all your courses in your curriculum, do the research, ask questions, find someone doing what you're interested in. Be curious." Thank you.
Do we have public comments on matters that are not on the agenda? Do we have any comments?
No, Board President.
3.12, the Chancellor's report.
Well, thank you, Board President Quinlan, and thank you to our community. So my Chancellor's report for this evening, we'll go ahead and begin. The Alameda County Women's Hall of Fame recognizes outstanding women for their achievements and contributions to Alameda County and its residents. Recognition in the Hall of Fame is a legacy of work, both in professional careers and or volunteer service, that has made positive impact on the lives of residents in Alameda County. On Saturday, March 28th, I had the incredible honor of being inducted along with 9 other amazing women into the Alameda County Women's Hall of Fame. Inductees included pioneers in news media, executive law enforcement, engineering and technology, community leadership, philanthropy and nonprofits, sports management, social justice and advocacy, education, healthcare, and youth voices. I see this not as a personal achievement, but as a recognition of all of us for the transformational work we are doing here in the Peralta Colleges every day. I learned at the ceremony, I had no idea, but the nomination came from Amy Costa, a member of the California Community Colleges State Board of Governors who lives in our service area in Alameda. She was at the ceremony along with surprised to see State Chancellor Dr. Sonia Christian. I was really overwhelmed. They tapped me on the shoulder, like sort of after the award was given. And she had told me this. And so it really is a reflection of what we're celebrating tonight and just the work that's been happening. So my thanks to Amy Costa for the nomination, to Chancellor Christian for making the trip from wherever she was, from Sacramento or wherever she lives, and to Vincent McCarley of Backstrom, McCarley, Berry and Company, who helps manage the finance side of Peralta's bond program. Vincent and his daughter Mallory McCarley are longtime supporters of the Alameda Women's Hall of Fame. So it was a delight to see them at the event there as well. BCC needs on basic needs on the Campaign for College Opportunity. The Campaign for College Opportunity has a mission to ensure that all eligible and motivated students in California have the opportunity to go to college and succeed. I'm thrilled to share that Berkeley City College is now featured on their website as an equity exemplar, a case study showing how Izzy Villanueva and the BCC Basic Needs Center support and emergency aid drive student success. Through its Basic Needs program launched in 2023, BCC provides resources, a food pantry, CalFresh application assistance, and prepared meals to help students meet the real cost of college beyond tuition. Serving a diverse population of many students of color and first-generation students, BCC's approach highlights a critical truth. Meeting students' basic needs is essential to improving retention, advancing equity, and ensuring students can persist and thrive. So congratulations to Izzy and the whole BCC Basic Needs team. The Peralta Community College District was well represented at CC Pro 2026 conference in Paso Robles last week. This event is the premier gathering for California Community College's marketing and communications professionals. Our delegation included Tom Rizza, Chandra Brewer, Faiza Ali, Jasmine Bledsoe, Marcus Creel, and Mark Johnson. You heard me talk about thought leadership from our district that has statewide impact, and this was certainly the case last week with Faiza and Marcus leading a session about promoting student athletes and their teams with sports media days, and Mark presenting in 2 sessions, first about the shift from search engine optimization to answer engine optimization. Who the freak knows what that means? But Mark does. And now a bunch of people who went to CC Pro do. And next about the hard job of crisis communication lessons learned following the incident at Laney last November. I want to also congratulate Marcus Creel for completing his master's degree in strategic communication with a cohort of CC Pro members. They had a mini graduation ceremony at the conference. And I'm also thrilled to learn that Elliot Thane, a Laney journalism student and editor-in-chief of the Peralta Citizen, was awarded a $500 CC Pro scholarship. So congratulations to Elliot as well. The district's work continues to set a high standard. Our marketing team was recognized with awards for brochure design, website design, and media success stories. And I'm deeply grateful to the entire team for their tireless work. They consistently produce high quality, creative content that elevates our district and showcases the best of what our colleges have to offer. I got a cool text message this week that I want to give a shout out to the huge and wonderful contingent of the Peralta people that are down in Anaheim this week at the 2026 APAHI National Conference. APAHI, Asian Pacific Americans in Higher Education, is dedicated to enhancing the educational opportunities for Asian and Pacific American students, promoting and supporting the hiring, retention, and advancement of qualified Asian and Pacific American faculty, staff, and administrators, and creating a better understanding of issues in the public affecting Asian and Pacific Americans in higher education. This year's conference theme is Legacies in Action, Courage and Resilience. The conference started Sunday and wraps up today. Safe travels home to the entire team, and I look forward to hearing more about the conference when they return. The 2026 Black Student Success Week is scheduled for April 20th through 24th. This year's theme is a revolution, redefining Black student success. The 2026 Black Student Success Week shifts from institutional designations of Black serving institutions to an overall structural transformation, and it calls for a deliberate redefinition of who higher education serves, how it serves, and who controls the narrative of Black student success. The statewide webinar panels that happen at noon each day include No More Gatekeeping, Redesigning Math Pathways for Servingness, which takes place on Wednesday, April 22nd from noon to 1 p.m. and includes, thank you so much, Dean Dr. Kyla O from BCC as a panelist. So she will be participating in that panel. So I hope you'll tune in. And I'll be anchoring the Basic Needs Support is Institutional Infrastructure, Not Intervention webinar, which will take place on Thursday, April 23rd from noon to 1 p.m. And you can register for these sessions by clicking the link from the QR code on the slide when they're published. Our colleges will also have in-person events during Black Student Success Week. Check out the college websites for details. And she did it already in person, but I got to say, I'm thrilled to re-announce that Ms. Davina Marlborough, the current associated student of Merritt College president, has been elected to serve next year as the president of the statewide Student Senate of California Community Colleges. On March 26, our Peralta Community College District student leaders participated in the Student Senate for California Community Colleges, as they known as SSCCC, General Assembly in San Francisco. The annual statewide convening allows students to develop leadership skills, engage in advocacy, and vote on resolutions that guide initiatives affecting students across California's 116 community colleges. And during the General Assembly, as Davina shared, she was elected to serve as president next year. So we're really thrilled, Davina, for this opportunity for you. And you have consistently demonstrated a strong commitment to equity, diversity, and student advocacy. And Davina, again, as she said, is majoring in business and is exploring political science as an additional academic focus as she turns the chapter on the next part of her academic journey. So congratulations, Davina. The Peralta Colleges are home to many extraordinary individuals who consistently exceed expectations in their service to students, employees, and the community. In January 2024, I introduced the whimsically named Flying Pig Awards to celebrate such achievements, those that defy expectations and embody the true spirit of Peralta. The first cohort of Flying Pig Award recipients was honored in May 2024, with the second round in March 2025. And tonight is my pleasure to honor the third cohort of Flying Pig Award winners. And so I'm going to begin by sharing the names of this year's recipients, and then I'll transition to the podium for individual presentations and group photos. So the Flying Pig Award really is our way of recognizing the moments when something feels hard, complex, and even a little unlikely, and yet it moves forward anyway. It moves forward because of people who stay committed, who lean into collaboration, and who keep students at the center of the work. We received more than 60 nominations this year, which really speaks to the depth of commitment and excellence across our district. In addition to recognizing individuals, I was purposeful this year in wanting to acknowledge several groups whose collective efforts are helping advance some of our most important work, particularly our transformation plan. So tonight, we will honor a number of folks, including Jennifer Jerry, tutoring program manager and math faculty at Laney College, Tara Marrero, Facilities Project Coordinator at Merritt College, Ken Lira, Dean of Enrollment Services at the District Service Center, Bob and Shannon Alton, our community partners, student leadership on our transformation task forces, our district-wide academic and faculty senate presidents, and the Student Success and Enrollment Management Committee. And so I'm going to transition over there and begin giving the awards. Okay. Okay. Can you put the Flying Pig one back up? Just the regular. So our first award recipient tonight is Jennifer Jerry. So Jennifer, come on up. This is your. Good. So Jennifer, many thoughtful colleagues nominated you for this award, recognizing how your leadership of the tutoring program creates a space that truly centers students, grounded in compassion, inclusion, and a deep commitment to their success. Your ability to listen, innovate, and respond to the evolving needs of scholars, tutors, staff, strengthened academic support, and built a culture of growth, care, and collaboration. You go above and beyond to ensure students feel seen, supported, and empowered, and your work reflects the very best of our values. So congratulations to you. Thank you so much. Next up is Tara Marrero. Tara, you are being recognized for your exceptional professionalism, unwavering commitment, and the care you bring to every aspect of your work. You consistently go above and beyond, stepping in to ensure continuity and excellence, especially in recent months where your leadership helped bridge critical gaps with dedication and care. Your support of the Black Men's Brain Health Conference and Dr. Hangiso's memorial celebration was particularly impactful for me as I was there personally. The way you show up for students, colleagues, and community members is a powerful example of service in action. So congratulations and thank you for all. Ken Lira.
you go, sir. Congratulations.
So Ken, a lot of colleagues nominated you for this recognition. While much of your work happens behind the scenes, its impact is significant and far reaching. Through your leadership, you have strengthened our financial aid and enrollment systems, expanding student access, improving efficiencies and compliance, and increasing the number of students receiving critical financial support. Your ability to build capacity, foster collaboration, and align complex systems with our mission has made a meaningful difference for our colleges and, most importantly, for our students. So grateful for you. Congratulations. Bob and Shannon Alton. I know it's. Thank you. So for more than 3 decades, you have demonstrated a deep and sustained commitment to our students and community. From advancing critical facilities like the Transportation and Technology Center at the College of Alameda to supporting key initiatives, safety improvements that you're doing now, and the Peralta Foundation, your partnership has made a meaningful and lasting difference across our district. Your continued investment reflects a strong belief in our mission and the students we serve. You exemplify what it means to be true partners in our mission. Because of partners like you, we are better positioned to serve our students, not just today, but well into the future. I want you both to know that your impact will be felt for generations, and that's why we wanted to recognize you tonight. So really just appreciate your leadership and support. Okay, so all the individual awardees will come up right now. We'll take a group picture. Okay, so if you want to, okay. Stand in front of these folks.
Yeah, just line up right in front of the president here with the flying big award banner in the back. I'll come you guys in.
You're interested in my dean when I was hired. It's true. Thank you.
Yeah. So you're good, don't worry. After everybody else gets their
All right. Now, this year, I want to call up Tigo Nasugdor, who actually is traveling with the students, so might not be here. Ray Sato, Bianca Ramirez, Christina Hassel, and Rosa Perez. Yep. Come closer over here. So trustees, everybody, I want you to see this group of students. We're missing Tigo, but wanted to say this year, I really am honored to recognize this remarkable cohort of students for your leadership in our district transformation task force. You didn't just participate, you helped shape the direction of this work in meaningful ways. Across the dual and concurrent enrollment, distance education, and unification task forces, you ensured that student voice was not just present, but central. Through your commitment to share governance and your willingness to speak candidly about your experiences, I appreciate it. It's a lot to bear sometimes, though. You helped to ground our decision in what truly matters. Even amid complex and sometimes challenging conversations, you stayed focused on ensuring our work reflects the real needs of students. And because of your leadership, we have moved from ideas to action-oriented recommendations, advancing pathways, expanding access, and strengthening a more student-centered future for our district. So thank you so much. Tall one? Is that what you're?
Three, two, one. Thank you.
So next, I want to call up our district-wide academic and faculty senate presidents, Matthew Freeman from Berkeley City College, Jennifer Fowler from College of Alameda, Laney Gastis, who couldn't be here tonight because she is doing a advisory committee meeting for her for journalism. Matthew, go. Leslie, and then Monica Ambalal unfortunately could not be here tonight either, and Leslie, who is the president for Merritt College, and Leslie Blakey, who is the district academic senate. I knew it, and I say it right all the time, and I correct people. So Leslie Blakey, but I'm a little nervous. So district academic senate president. So my colleagues, friends, this year as a group, I'm honored to recognize your leadership as academic faculty senate presidents. Your commitment to shared governance, collegiality, and centering students has been essential in helping us navigate some of the most complex work before us. You have not only ensured that diverse faculty voices are heard and valued, but you have also leaned into difficult conversations with thoughtfulness, integrity, and a deep sense of responsibility to both your colleagues and students. Even in moments of uncertainty and differing perspectives, you have stayed grounded in our shared purpose, working to ensure that our decisions reflect both our academic values and our commitments to student success. Because of your leadership, we are not just practicing shared governance, we're not just playing at it. We are strengthening it in ways that will have lasting impact on our district and the students we serve. I'm really deeply grateful for the work that you've done. Thank you so much. So now I'm going to invite up the Student Success and Enrollment Management Committee, known as SSEMC. Woo! Tom, look at that and I'm going to name the names of folks. So Tom Rizza, Classified Professional and Tri-Chair, Matthew Freeman, Faculty Tri-Chair, Tina Vasconcelos, Administrator and Tri-Chair, Gabrielle Martinez, Leslie Blakey, Janelle Tillotson, Angela Kimball, Richard Tholey, Lisa Cook, Nicole Porter, Lilia Chavez, Asia Grayson, Navneet Bania, Sabrina Manrique, Greg Nelson, Mark Johnson, and our illustrious researcher who has been providing incredible dedicated support to the committee. So Student Success and Enrollment Management Committee, this is what I want to say. And I think it feels like different, right, to do a committee, but Faiza Ali. Faiza. This year, I'm pleased to recognize the Student Success and Enrollment Management Committee for its critical leadership in advancing our transformation plan. You've taken on some of the most complex and consequential work before us, working to align our programs, schedules, and strategies with both student needs and long-term sustainability in mind. Your efforts, including convening a district-wide data summit, have grounded our work in data, collaboration, and a shared commitment to student success. Just as importantly, you have modeled what strong shared governance looks like in action, bringing together diverse perspectives, engaging in meaningful dialogue, and working collectively towards solutions. Through this approach, you have helped break down silos and move us from fragmented efforts to coordinated district-wide action.
Because of your work, we are not only improving how we serve students today, but building a stronger, more intentional system for the future. And I really know that your recommendations are coming forward to planning and budget committee soon and everything like that. But just know, like, I know this is in addition work, and I'm just really, really deeply grateful. And I know I've seen reports on the good work that's been happening, but I know it's been people's work is what I call like deep digging in. So just grateful to this entire committee for your leadership and work on behalf of the district. So congratulations. And you have to, your cute award, you guys can decide who gets to hold it for a while. Okay, come on.
So we'll do the group here in front of the flag, big awards, and then after we take these pictures, we're gonna ask everybody to come back. Everybody to sign in the middle, this one, the trustees.
In the back. Per usual.
It's a try chair.
Okay.
Let's just, we don't have,
All right, you can see 3, 2, 1, hold it.
So, wait. So we're going to call up everybody else that were award recipients to come, but I wanted to say just some last remarks. So to all of tonight's Flying Pig Award recipients, your work embodies our mission of advancing social and economic transformation for students in the community. You remind us that even the most complex challenges can move forward with commitment, collaboration, and purpose. We often say when pigs fly to describe the impossible, but tonight is a reminder that pigs do fly in Peralta. And with the right people, the right values, and a shared commitment to students, even the unlikely becomes possible. And you are what makes Peralta special. So come on up and let's take our last picture. Congratulations to everybody tonight. Okay, Board President.
Item 4.1, the consent calendar. Approval of all consent items. Can I get a motion?
Move approve. Second.
Motion was made by trustee Gonzalez Yun and second by trustee Delphine Polk.
Student trustee Malik,
Yes.
student trustee Migliaccio, trustee Withrow,
Yes.
trustee Gonzalez Yuan,
Yes.
trustee Napolia Bellaris, trustee Delphine Polk,
Yes.
trustee Gonzalez Brito,
yes.
trustee Quinlan.
Yes,
Motion passes.
thank you. Action items. 9.1, consider nominees for the 2026 California Community College Trustees Board election. Can I get a motion?
So moved.
Is it McGrath?
So,
Mr. President, to clarify, there are 9 people who are running for 9 positions, and I believe that the motion is to cast a vote for all 9 candidates with no exception. Is that correct?
Yes.
Did you want, I think that,
That's what my understanding is.
Okay.
Do you want to recognize somebody in particular?
Sure. So one person I wanted to lift up was Jonathan Abood. He's been a colleague of mine several years, including in Young Democrats, and so he's running for re-election. I hope we can also support him. I wanted to uplift that.
Okay. So the motion was made by Trustee Withrow and the second was by Trustee Migliaccio. All right. Only took 9 months.
Trustee Malik, student trustee Malik,
Yes.
student trustee Migliaccio, trustee Withrow.
Yes.
Trustee Gonzalez Ewan.
Yes.
Trustee Napolia Bellarice. Trustee Delphine Polk.
Yes.
Trustee Gonzalez Brito.
yes.
Trustee Quinlan.
Yes.
Motion passes.
I can, yep. So the next item on the agenda is 9.2, consider review of the purchase order report for the period covering February 1st, 2026 through February 28th, 2026. I'm going to open it up for,
I'll move approval of items 9.2 and 9.3, which is the ratification of the payment warrant report for the same period. Second.
okay, so motion was made by trustee Nikki Gonzalez Ewan for items 9.2 and 9.3. That motion was seconded by trustee Bill Withrow. Any discussion? Seeing none, I'll go ahead. Roll call, please.
Student trustee Malik,
Yes.
student trustee Migliaccio. Trustee Withrow.
Yes.
Trustee Gonzalez Ewan.
Yes.
Trustee Napolia Bellarice. Trustee Delphine Polk.
Yes.
Trustee Gonzalez Brito.
Yes.
Motion passes.
Sasha, can you read any announcements we have? Oh, sorry. My bad. We have Board of Trustees report. No. Trustee Migliaccio.
Keep mine relatively brief. Last week was elections for student government, and to those that were elected, congratulations. I know that there's a couple more things that are still need to be figured out too, and good luck to those that need to be continued. And on a separate note, I will be hosting an event at Laney next Friday. The details still going to be worked out, but it should be 1 to 4 p.m. in the Laney gym. It'll be a 3v3 basketball event, same as last year. And there'll be a video coming out soon for that. So please be on the lookout. I put a lot of effort in this one. I like this one a lot. So. Anyways.
Can I share before you share, sir? So student trustee Malik you're about to share, right? Has been accepted to MIT with a full ride and many other things and all. I know both trustee Migliaccio and Malik are waiting for other transfer award news, but that was big news and I wanted to just celebrate and congratulate you.
Thank you. I was wondering, should I not mention that? I was talking to the presidents earlier. They're like, you got to do it. But word gets around. I appreciate that. Thank you very much. Aside from that, so last week I attended the National Conference on Trusteeship in Denver, Colorado, which was an amazing experience. It was just me who went, And when I went there, I realized that many boards across the country don't follow Board Act or the Brown Act. So many people came with groups of 10, 20 people, and they asked, who are you here with? I'm like, well, it's just me. But I'll tell you, everyone was very welcoming because all of us were there for the same reason. We were in the same rooms for the same reasons. And although it was a little nerve-wracking at first, all of us wanted to learn how we could change the student experience back at our institutions. So there was 23 student trustees from across the country, which was their first time doing a student trustee focused event. And so, first and foremost, I was just happy to see, student trustees at universities, at, covering their whole state and just learning how their experience was. And something that, I enjoyed at our Peralta district, but now I'm extremely grateful for was the handoff between when I was elected as student trustee and when the previous student trustees left off. I got a full binder on all my responsibilities, and it did take me, a few weeks, and maybe even till now I'm still learning, but many student trustees never got that privilege. Many just went straight into their role, and it wasn't until the end of their term, which for many of us is only 1 year, where they actually were able to start implementing change. And that's something that I really, hope to continue, Leo and I both, as we transition off the next few months, but really ensure that whatever projects we have right now are continued into the next term. And, transformation, which was mentioned in the workshop, it's a process. It takes a long time, and it's driven by, small changes, small steps, each step of the way there. And, we have a whole new student body that's coming in, a whole new student trustees. And if they are able to understand why we started what we started now, that work can flourish and even more perspectives can arise from there, which, I'm excited for. Aside from that, while I was at this, the AGB conference, I got asked the same question a lot of times, which was, why are you here and why do you enjoy doing this? Why did you go for student trustee? And I just want to share a little bit, on a personal note, why I came here, because apparently my answer was pretty nice, according to them. But coming into community college, I didn't really know what I wanted to do, what I wanted to study. But I knew that I was lacking something and I wanted to do more than what I was doing. I thought I was meant to do more. And so I decided, I'm going to just try everything and anything that I'm interested and do my best at it. That's something that my parents told me, and it's an idea that's been reinforced in my mind, where it's wherever I am, try your best. And so I initially tried every club on my campus. I tried to take the hardest classes, and I went to my counselor many times to increase units because I was like, I can handle more. I got involved with student government, and each one of these was a leap because I'm someone who didn't really talk to too many people in high school. I'm someone who went straight to class and went straight home. And so I wanted to just experience, new things. And what I'm very grateful for is that this campus and this district and each of its campuses have so many opportunities readily available for students. All you have to do is show up and say, hey, I'm interested in this. And then from there, you will be guided. And that's kind of how it worked when I got here as student trustee as well. I wanted to see what would it take to be at a higher level, having more responsibilities. Would I fit in? And from the second I was here, the chancellor, Sasha, and a few of the trustees, all the trustees here as well, really made that a welcoming experience and made it, for me at least, a lot more comfortable to recognize that I'm in this room for a reason. And although it's nerve-wracking at times, you're getting there. As the chancellor mentioned earlier, I was accepted to MIT, which I'm very happy for, and I will be flying to Cambridge tomorrow, actually, for a welcome week. And I'm really excited to take my next steps after this, graduation, and bring forth everything I learned here, everything I learned about driving change and all my academics as well. A surprising fact, I'm studying electrical engineering and computer science, which to many is like oh, that's what you're doing. But yes, that's what I'm studying. And I think there is a novel integration between STEM and engineering as well as leadership. Leslie mentioned earlier, the Artemis 2 mission, it combines history, it combines STEM, it combines all these things together. And something that I want to take forth with me when I eventually transfer. But so far, very grateful for everything here. Much more to come.
So I just have one comment for tomorrow is a special day, especially for American sports, American baseball. If we look on the field tomorrow at a game or you watch a game on TV, every player will be wearing the number 42. And that's to honor Jackie Robinson. The struggles he went through to make that leap into Major League Baseball, to break the color barrier, not just for baseball, but it turned out for most of our country. I don't think we can really pay too much honor and thank him enough for the sacrifices he made, because he changed baseball, sports, and our country forever.
Just briefly. President Melody Dixon of College of Alameda and I joined two of the board members of the school board of Alameda and the superintendent of the school district to come up with a series of things that we hope will be very beneficial to students. The whole thing was facing students. And a reiteration of the success of the ASTI, the Alameda Science and Technology Institute, that graduates when other students are graduating same year from high school, they're graduating with an AA degree and going to some top-rated schools. In fact, a few years ago, one of them transferred into Harvard. One of 12 students nationwide. One of them came out of ASTI. But the intent for bringing this up is that this is something that we need to do more of down the line. And not only we had the superintendent and school board members, but we had two students leaders in the school district that participated. And it's an area that we can, what are you hearing in terms of the College of Alameda? What are you hearing that you can do to get ahead of the time? So that's all.
Thank you, Trustee Withrow. That's everybody. The meeting is adjourned. Oh, announcements.
Love Your Future enrollment for summer and fall classes opened on April 13th. So now is the time to enroll. Tell your family and friends to visit peralta.edu/enroll to start the application or enrollment. Black Student Success Week is coming up April 20th through 24th. As Chancellor Gilchristen mentioned, there are webinars daily at noon and in-person events at the colleges. Go to peralta.edu for the events across the district section for details.
Thank you. Now the meeting is adjourned.
Recording stopped.
The like children in the 90s wearing like those jogger suits. It's a great movie to watch. Watch it? Yeah. I just felt like,